The first of two machine guns to be reviewed in this film is the MG-34. MG stands for Maschinengewehr, or machine gun. All types of German units are equipped with this flexible, all-purpose gun, which is not comparable with any US or British weapon. Seen here is the bipod mount, but it can also be used as a heavy machine gun on a special tripod with elaborate sights or on an anti-aircraft mount. Ammunition, 7.92 millimeter or 31 caliber, the same as that used in the infantry carbine 38. The rate of fire is from 800 to 900 rounds per minute. This belt holds 50 rounds and may be connected with another, or in a series of 7. Made of non-disintegrating metallic links, it can be refilled many times. The belt feed is still only one of several feed systems with adapters found in use with this gun. Standard sight for use with the bipod mount is the vertical leaf sight with open V-notch. Graduations are from 219 to 2,187 yards. Safety. The small lever on the left-hand side, just over the trigger. Remember that when F is exposed, the gun is in the position to fire. When the S is visible, it means that the weapon is on safety. Allowing 2 empty links as tabs to hold the belt in place, set the first cartridge against the left side of the cartridge holding claws. Close the cover securely. Cock the gun by drawing back on the charging handle, back as far as it will go. Now always remember to return the charging handle to its forward position. Unless this is done, you are in danger of injury to a hand and wrist when the bolt drives forward to engage the first cartridge. Check the safety catch to see if you are ready to fire. The F for fire is revealed. The gun is ready for use. Here is the double trigger. The top trigger is for the single shots, sometimes used to simulate a lone rifle. The lower position is for full automatic firing.
The German General Staff attach great importance to motorcycle troops. They are, of course, extremely mobile. When a division advances, they are thrown out well forward as a protective screen. So you'll probably see these boys first. If you let them, they'll develop a high rate of fire, as can be realized if you watch carefully. Every fourth machine carries its heavy MG-34. An old friend of ours, do you remember? Also used for reconnaissance are the cycle squadrons of all infantry divisions. Like the motorcycle troops, they are allotted MG-34s, which are strapped onto their cycles. Though they carry with them the heavy adjustable mounting, you can just see the bipod here. On this bipod, their range is only 2,000 yards. Cycle squadrons are also highly mobile and can move over any country where roads or tracks are available. The MG-34 on its heavy mounting. This mounting, coupled with the telescopic sight, gives it an accurate range of up to 3,800 yards. After firing short bursts, crews pick up gun and mounting and double to a new position, thereby hoping to avoid being spotted and ranged on by our mortars and field guns. The heavy adjustable mounting can be quickly extended for use as an ack-ack weapon. Against attacking aircraft, the tripod is quickly extended and the same gun brought into use with a range of some 3,000 feet. MG-34s are air-cooled by means of these slots in the jacket, and therefore the barrel has to be changed after a continuous 250-round burst. Caliber, .311 inch, weight 15.5 pounds without the mounting. Jerry's pretty hot on small arms fire against aircraft flying low, and what they do, you can certainly do, much better. Rifles and machine guns have a devastating effect if you handle them properly.
Over 1,000 rounds per minute. That's a very high rate of fire. But in this late model machine gun, the 42, the German Army have sacrificed a certain amount of accuracy. Intelligence reports have for some time indicated a gradual replacement of the MG-34 by the 42. This has since been confirmed. The later weapon is characterized by the pressed steel jacket. Extensive use of stamped and pressed metal, giving the receiver and barrel jacket a more rectangular appearance. The sight is different from the 34. It slides on a ramp. The charging handle is larger and grooved to fit the hand. The device for replacing the barrel has been changed. Note the handle on the right side and the improved methods of effecting this operation. The special trigger for single-shot or semi-automatic fire is absent in the 42. Lastly, a bolt action that has been designed to give a higher rate of fire. Here is a German weapon that should give a good account of itself in Allied hands. It is so similar to the U.S. Army 81mm mortar that anyone familiar with that weapon could, after a little practice, put the German weapon to effective use. A muzzle loader with a firing pin at the breech end of the tube. It weighs 125 pounds, throws a 7 3/4 pound shell effectively at from 425 to 1,300 yards. For a short period of firing rate of 6 rounds in 8 or 9 seconds can be maintained. For handling and transporting, it is broken down into 3 parts: base plate, the tube, and the bipod, with transversing, elevating, and cross-leveling mechanisms. Set the base plate on the ground. Put the ball-shaped end of the tube into the base plate socket. Turn the tube in the socket until the spring-actuated bolt is on top. The bipod now goes into position. See that the bipod legs are parallel to the line of the forward edge of the base plate. Now open the mortar barrel clamp. Set the elevation so that 1/3 of the elevating screw shows above its tube, and place the barrel inside the clamp between the 2 position marks. The sight fits on this base. It will generally be part of captured mortar equipment. Here is the 7 3/4 pound shell, Model 34. A conventional type with a percussion fuse. There are 4 charges giving muzzle velocities of 246, 344, 427, and 499 feet per second. One type of precaution should be given. When the shell is dropped into the barrel, all members of the crew should lie flat on the ground.
The German 8.8 centimeter ack-ack gun corresponds to our own 3.7-inch one. It has a ceiling of 37,000 feet, weighs 5.5 tons, and is tractor-drawn. These anti-aircraft guns are manned by Air Force personnel, but they are used against ground targets when the situation demands, especially against tanks. In fact, anti-tank defense is the secondary role of all German ack-ack guns. These 8.8s have even been used with good effect against fortified works. Though they look rather cumbersome, they were very successful in France and Belgium in keeping up with the advance of the armored and motorized divisions.